You might think you know the story of Saul's death, but what if I told you there's a side to it that almost nobody talks about, a side that shakes the very foundation of what we believe about failure, faith, and destiny? Saul's final moments weren't just a tragic end, they reveal a startling truth about the deadly cost of choices made in desperation. Here's the kicker: sometimes, what looks like a defeat is actually a spiritual turning point, and understanding this can change how you face your own battles today. So, if you're ready to uncover the real meaning behind those haunting chapters in 1 Chronicles 10, and maybe find a way to turn your own struggles into breakthroughs, then stick around, because this story isn't just history, it's a wake-up call. Then, let's read the chapter together. Now the Philistines fought against Israel. The Israelites fled before them, and many fell dead on Mount Gilboa. The Philistines were in hot pursuit of Saul and his sons, and they killed his sons Jonathan, Abinadab, and Malchishua. The fighting grew fierce around Saul, and when the archers overtook him, they wounded him. Saul said to his armor-bearer, "Draw your sword and run me through, or these uncircumcised fellows will come and abuse me." But his armor-bearer was terrified and would not do it, so Saul took his own sword and fell on it. When the armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he too fell on his sword and died. So Saul and his 3 sons died, and all his house died together. When all the Israelites in the valley saw that the army had fled and that Saul and his sons had died, they abandoned their towns and fled. And the Philistines came and occupied them. The next day, when the Philistines came to strip the dead, they found Saul and his sons fallen on Mount Gilboa. They stripped him and took his head and his armor, and sent messengers throughout the land of the Philistines to proclaim the news among their idols and their people. They put his armor in the temple of their gods and hung up his head in the temple of Dagon. When all the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead heard what the Philistines had done to Saul, all their valiant men went and took the bodies of Saul and his sons and brought them to Jabesh. Then they buried their bones under the great tree in Jabesh, and they fasted 7 days. Saul died because he was unfaithful to the Lord. He did not keep the word of the Lord and even consulted a medium for guidance, and did not inquire of the Lord. So the Lord put him to death and turned the kingdom over to David, son of Jesse. Let's say a quick prayer to thank the Lord for his mercy. Hey God, thanks so much for the way you've opened our eyes through this study. We're grateful for the lessons in 1 Chronicles 10, how Saul's story shows us the weight of our choices and the importance of trusting you. Please help us not just to know these things, but to live them out every day. Give us the courage to face our battles with faith and the wisdom to make decisions that honor you. Walk with us, guide us, and remind us that even in tough times, you're right there. Amen. Now that you've explored Saul's tragic end and the deep lessons behind it, it's time to ask yourself, what battles are you facing that might need a fresh perspective? Are there areas where obedience and faith could change your story? Sometimes, the hardest moments are the ones that shape our destiny, if we're willing to learn and grow from them. So, how will you apply this knowledge in your own life? Will you choose to face challenges with courage or take the easy way out? I challenge you to reflect on this and share your thoughts, because growth begins with honest questions. If you found value here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss the next chapter in uncovering God's wisdom hidden in history. And, as always, don't forget to check the last video and learn more about the scriptures.